wake up in the night to a cold sweat and the fear that perhaps I didn't make the right moves yet. To use a waiver, would it be braver to hold out for more and call this guy the savior? The 5-4 line, been on the wrong and the right side. When the stats down, you gotta look to the bright side. And when the stats up, you better not slip. 11 other teams just hoping you will trip up. GFL, the greatest in the world, yes. #1 pick, you got the world at your doorstep. Take a bad trade, it gon' be met with a protest. The professional poised with the polish of a pro step. Believe the hype, yeah. Fantasy game got me feeling like the spice of life. Give me the spice tonight with Sean Curry and Mike.
Guys, 2 weeks away, a lot's happened. We normally start the show with a gag or a plug, but it comes with great sadness that we've lost one of us, Stuart Scott. We've always looked up to you, and remember when you started in 1993, just like us trying to start off now. Let's go to the clip.
Hello and welcome to the show. Along with Stu Scott, I'm Craig Kilborn.
You couldn't tell me anything. I look good. I mean, I look good. Sometimes sets on television, they look different than they do in real life. You see all those muted, flat colors? That's the way it looked. The set itself was muted, flat colors. There wasn't, 3D. No, that's 1D right there.
Confidence, a prerequisite for being an athlete.
That was back in the days when suits were big. They're supposed to be big and baggy, like there's these big shoulders and these big baggy suits. It's not like now everything is like, it's Euro, it's slim fit, slim fit shirt. That's back in the day. That was cool back in the day. There's still some brothers who, they will wear suits like that. It's not a lot of brothers. Some brothers and Barry Melrose.
Good once this season is over, end quote. This past season, his position was good as well. 288 average, career best, 12 homers, 48 RBI, and 27 stolen bases.
We really played that?
Rest in peace, big fella.
Amazing footage there, Michael.
So we should get straight into it, I think. What do you reckon?
New year.
We've missed a week.
Missed a week last week, and yeah, what a week it was for me. I won. I beat Joel. And if you don't know, I changed my lineup on Monday about 12 times. And eventually, American Wi-Fi got the better of him, and he was unable to match the correct lineup to save the game. So there we go. What are we up to? We're going to have a look at. What do you got for me?
Just week 10. So
what week are we up to? Is this last week?
No, yeah, this is the week just gone.
Yeah.
No point talking about 2 weeks ago.
What's done is done. Yeah. So we're going to go through the matchups, the week's results and standings. Nelson's still on top. Michael.
Yep.
He's must be pretty happy with himself.
And he's just pulled off a bit of a heist, I reckon.
We'll talk about the trays later.
Yep.
Yeah, very nice. And who's bottom of the ladder? Because has it changed? No. Josh.
But he's been
a little bit better, but it's not going to.
Been okay.
He might get himself closer to 11. All right, go to the matchups. First matchup, what have we got?
Me and Willow.
Wow. So this was, a nice little battle here. And Michael, you've been outdone. It hasn't happened often this year.
No, and look at my foul shots, 69%.
Very bad. Evan Turner, not very good with that. But he had a good week outside of the turnovers and free throw.
Waiters, 60%. Boozer, 60%.
Jimmy Butler missed a game, did he?
Yeah, he did. But,
he had Al Horford missed the week and Atlanta's still winning. Wow. Wesley, his team's changed.
Yeah,
he's made a few trades.
Yeah.
Dwayne Wade came in and was pretty good for him.
Yeah, stole the points, Cat. So that could have been the decider.
Well, my boy. I like to see my boy helping people out.
So we'll look at the Cats. 3 points were would you say close? No, not really.
No, they weren't close.
Points were only 7, and the last day was Boozer just trying to get it done, but he couldn't get it done. Rebounds were relatively close. For some reason, I won blocks. Don't ask me how. and turnovers had 3 in it. So most of the week up, it was chopping and changing, and I had some players out. Willow was carrying Bron, who's now out for 4 weeks, but now that's someone else's problem. And I missed a game from Jimmy Butler. So
Who was Willow's best player?
Beal really hurt me.
Yeah, 11-3, 79 points. Yeah.
He had 10.
The points helped, didn't it? Free throw.
Millsap, who's in the top 10, I do believe, for this week, had 68 points, 26 rebounds, 7 assists, 3 steals, and 4 blocks on 91% foul shooting.
It's pretty good.
His boys just flat out destroyed the foul shooting category.
Yes. What was his total? 89.6, which is very good.
And he has a lot of bigs as well.
Yeah.
For that to be like
I mean,
that,
he's got Hibbert there who shot 88. Cantor shot 100, missed a few games. He's done well.
So
All right,
that's good for Willow to, hopefully climb up that ladder a little bit, but we'll
Good
move
for
on.
the league, yeah. Good for banter. J-Mac in America versus Josh Millen, also in America. And it was somewhat close for a little bit of the week, but Joel's got there in the end. It was reasonably close. He won rebounds by 11.
Could have been 7-2, turnovers were only 2 in it.
Josh has had a better week by the looks, but he continues to struggle. And I think he had a win last week, the week that we didn't cover the Spice. But
Yeah, and how bad is this? He starts getting boys back, and then Wilson Chandler missed a game or 2 games because of an injury.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah.
No, was that the previous week?
Oh, he went out of the game.
He went out of a game, 17 minutes. He had a really good
David
week
Lee's
from
back.
Pau Gasol, 17 blocks. Just erupted.
9-block game. I saw that. Joel's best player, who we got?
Do believe that would be Draymond Green, who I think is...
You're going to go past James Harden's 108 points, 15 threes.
Well, I think Green's in the top 3 again, or top 4 this week.
Oh, yeah, look at the difference in the stats there, though. Green's had 26 points, 6... Yeah.
I don't know, let's go...
Harden's had 108 points.
Yeah, Green. Green was 3rd, and Harden was 5th.
Wow. They're very favourable.
Yeah, I think it may be to do with the turnovers.
Yeah, well, I'll
Anyway.
take 2 more turnovers from Harden or whatever it is.
And while we're on this matchup, Conley got him off Dan
Oh, yeah.
from the previous
I didn't
week.
mind the trade, man.
For who? You didn't mind the trade for who? You thought
Morris.
You thought it was fair.
I don't think you can argue it.
Round 2 point guard for
Round 2?
round
Yes,
6.
please, round 3. isn't he? Round 2.
late round.
Round
2.
2.
Late round 2.
Let's say it's round 3. I thought the trade was fair. I thought that the only trade that was unfair was my fucking Danny Green for PJ Tucker. Where the fuck was everyone when vetoing that trade? Give me the fucking Danny Green back. I'm not worried about that trade, man. I mean, was it a wise move? Whose team was it?
Downing's, yeah.
You have to make moves. At the bottom of the ladder, you have to make some moves. As long as it's not an absolute robbery.
I just got a love affair of Conley, so
He's
got another good week out of Covington, did Joel? But he's picked up Robin Lopez, holding him. He picked up Ilyasova, was holding him. He's dropped him. Now I picked him up. Yeah. Because Sanders is just at home smoking blunt.
Illy's like the virus in the Matrix. Illy can't help anyone. It's like, Neo,
He's going to help me.
I can help you. He can't help anyone.
He'll help me.
What is he?
Sanders is at home taking selfies and putting them on Facebook.
Ilyasova played like 4 weeks of like 20 points, 15 rebounds, steals, blocks, threes in like 2010. And every year since, he's picked up fucking habitually waiting for that breakout. Mate,
It's going to happen.
a bowler will be cured before Ilyasanova's form comes back cured.
It's going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
It's going to happen.
You will drop him by the end of the week.
Done. You reckon?
Yeah.
You got your
And don't keep him for the sake of keeping him. If you have to drop him, drop him. Next matchup.
Just moving right along.
Yeah, as we do. Death and... Oh, yeah. Death and Taxes 3 played, myself 5. We drew a category. Somehow Jeremy Lin came out after half-time, 0 points, and he pegged back the point category to draw it. So we finished 591 each. Luke's got a really good team. I was pretty lucky Duran only had a 2-game week.
And now he's got Alice and Ryan Anderson from the trade.
Yeah, that hurt me. That was a good move. I thought we were having a bit of a 3-point shootout, but I'm really loaded. I've really loaded up and changed my team there, so I was able to overrun him. But I mean, he had Zach Randolph didn't play and Leonard didn't play. So I mean, Leonard, the main beneficiary there that he's missing.
And he missed Zach Randolph for the whole matchup.
Yeah, as I said. So that hurt him. Having said that, I thought I had a lot of players miss as well. Mello missed 2 games. I forgot on New Year's Day. I fucking thought it was Friday and it was Thursday.
You lose track of days.
Literally on the
that.
Friday page, rotating my players in, which is only 1, Wiggins. And then I'm on Facebook and it's like Miami lost to the Pacers. I'm like, fuck, it's Thursday. Fortunately, the later games I was able to rotate in. But the early games, Wade and Hardaway, didn't get games from them, and Avery Bradley. So I missed a few games there. Cartier Williams missed a game, and maybe one more from someone else. So I had a few games kind of missed, which is why the turnovers were only 10 the difference. Luke's got a good team. He just needs more games out of Durant.
Maurice Spates was in the top 10 as well.
Yeah, he had
Durant
a real
played.
big New Year's Eve game against me. He went 20, 10 and 4 blocks or something. Almost crucified
And
me.
Middleton
had a good
production out
week.
of him.
Yeah, his main players at the moment are Durant and Hayward, and I really like the trade he made. I think the trade...
It fits his team perfectly.
The trade really helped his team, so I think that was a good trade that he made for his team. And Tristan Thompson had a big week. It just didn't matter against me, the stats that Tristan Thompson contributed.
What about Wild Bull, mate?
My God.
Wild Bull.
Wild Bull. You wild thing. This Denver player, Nurkic, I picked up. Word around town from some unnamed sources was this guy was probably going to be alright in the next few weeks. Pick him up. I normally watch the game of the new player, so I think this guy's going to be a keeper. Watch his game. I'm like, fuck, man, he's like a bull in a china shop. He just head down. There was one play. Denver got the ball, the offensive rebound. He was at the 3-point middle line. They passed it to him. He took a dribble and just fucking sprinted to dunk the shit out of it. Taj Gibson's come flying across, clotheslined the shit out of him. He's gone, snapped back, hit his head on the ground. I'm going, the guy's dead. I'm going to have to drop him. But he ended up getting 5 blocks, 12 points, 11 rebounds or something, like 2 steals. I'm like, fuck, this guy's all right. So he was my favourite player of the week.
And he got, how many blocks did he get?
He got 8 for the week off 2 games.
And block category was 8.
I wasn't in. If I went into the week, one category I wasn't. Actually, against Luke, I thought I could win it, but I wasn't expecting to win it by 8 blocks. No.
So that ad got you the win.
Yeah, the Bagani ad didn't. Pick up Bagani and he did his calf in the first 2 minutes. What a shit ad.
Yeah, what is that?
Fuck. I thought, after Wild Bull, I obviously thought I was way the god. Everything was going to turn to gold. But turned to fucking rubble.
Turned?
He was shit.
He's been rabble for the last 3 years.
Change the matchup.
I think we need to put a disclaimer that there's a bit of swearing.
It's alright.
This
it's a new year, mate. Monsters Inc. versus Basketball. Wow. He had a loss and the second loss in a row. And Gavin's not happy. I can tell you right now, Gavin's not happy losing 2 games in a row. And I'm playing this week and we'll talk about it later. He scored 302 rebounds, Michael. When is enough enough? What? When is enough enough?
He just loves his rebounds, doesn't he?
He loves his rebounds. The big boys. I don't know. 22 blocks. So the word on the town was that Barker had 1 block. Is that true?
Yeah, that's true. 1 block.
That's not good.
He had 4 threes. He's turned into a guard.
Let's talk about the winner.
Yeah.
Gavin's pretty lucky here not to lose 6-3. He won field goal by 0.03%. So
yeah.
Barnshaw could have won this by more. Having said that, Barnshaw won block. Blake Nick, can you tell Blake to fucking stop taking all Chris Paul's assists? Do you think Blake honestly needs 21 assists a week? Fuck. Bledsoe's had a good week on that.
Yeah, Victor's had a good week.
His point guards are doing good.
He got Teague out of the Ryan Anderson trade that he
Which
did.
is a great move. Great move.
Great move for
So
him.
it's somewhat a good trade.
8 steals on the week.
Oh! Take a walk on the white side, Hassan. Oh, if only I had bigs this year to stack. He's a good big. 5 block game, 1 in the game as well.
Well, Birdman's out of his nest now, so, you know.
Yeah. Hassan Whiteside's a good player. I like him.
And Henson's been a good pickup for him as well.
Yeah. And Westbrook had a quiet week after he got ejected in his first game of the week, I think.
Yeah.
The only thing I don't like is the Josh Smith, but you got to take the good with the bad, don't you? When you get Teague and Larry Sanders.
Nick.
Larry Sanders is done. What a shit cunt.
He's got bipolar.
No, I don't.
Says he doesn't want to play, and then 2 minutes later.
How much on? Oh, Larry, you're on about 24 mil out of your 44 mil contract so far we've given you. Yeah, cash out. I'm done. I
don't want to stay at home.
Don't want to play. I don't want to fucking muck around with these mind game rotations Jason Kidd plays. You're in, you're out. 5 minutes this game, 40 minutes this game. You know what? Fuck it. I'll just...
Playing Zaza.
I'm going to Macca's and I'll play 2K. He's done. Next matchup. Benno's Ballers lost 4 to...
I thought this was going to be a bit
5.
of a bloodbath. Ben's done well.
Ben's done pretty good here. Don't know what Nelson's doing with his free throw. Nelson's definitely... He's definitely tilted a bit to big man stats in this week.
And Nelson got rid of...
He's made a few trades.
Got rid of Wesley Matthews, but, you know, when Jody Meeks is hitting 13 threes, you can kind of get away with it.
Yes. Salinger comes in. Plumlee's had a...
Yeah, back-to-back weeks he's played.
Kemba Walker's had a great week. His field goal went down, 35%.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, but last week it was like fucking 70. Bosch has had a good week. Monroe's had a quiet week despite good opportunity.
Bosch, 6 threes, 79 points, 25 rebounds.
Probably go Kemba Walker as his best player for the week overall though. Where's Anthony Davis' stats? Can't see him.
There they are.
He's had an okay week.
92 foul shots. Yeah. How many games did he play?
So let's have a look at Ben's team. He's made a couple of moves now, hasn't he? That's a quiet game against Houston.
Yeah.
Giannis is up
he got last week.
2
weeks ago, Ben and I did a trade. So he had Lawson and Gortat added to his side. So he got a really productive week out of Lawson, minus the foul shots. But
Tony Roden did a good week.
Ben's pretty shit at foul shots anyway. And where's Gort? Yeah, pretty solid week from him.
Stephen Adams doesn't do enough.
No. But then he does has one game where he comes out and does something good where you're like, oh, I'll hold him for another
Like, for instance, Whiteside's beat him in the week.
Yeah.
Already.
And how do you think Rondo's going in his new colours?
Haven't watched much Dallas games after his debut game. So not great to comment on it.
But do you think...
He's made 5 threes for the week and he's had 18 assists, which is a good pass for him.
He's better step it up. I've got some money on Dallas today, so...
Yeah. Anyway, the matchup...
was there any close... blocks by 2.
By 2, but... Yeah, so...
And I think Ben was upset because I think he wanted Nurkic.
Would have won.
But when Dudley...
Either Nurkic or Whiteside would have won in the game, the matchup.
Yeah.
So, what did Adams get for the week? 0 blocks.
Yeah.
Change game. Okay. Downing's team has slightly lost to the Fellowship, Toby, 4-5. So there's been a lot of 5-4.
Yeah, it's been a really close week.
Matchups. Free throw was reasonably close,
Blocks
81 to 82.
by 2, so that could have changed the matchup.
Downing won that category though.
On that cat, sorry.
Apart from that, not much could have changed unless Downing pinched free throw. So Reggie Jackson had a pretty shit week, but has been traded to New York.
Yeah,
so
what do you think about that?
It's going to be good for Dan. He should get a better production out of Reggie Jackson.
You'd think.
Yeah, he should be able to tear it up there. So, hang on to him. Macklemore continues to give value. Looking through...
He's had some trouble from Irving this week. Irving's missed some
Lance
games,
Stevenson's just hurt him, hasn't he? Just giving him nothing.
But having said that, last time Sanders went off the rails, Stevenson turned in an all-star, so could happen again.
I mean, he's doing everything he can off the waiver wire. Gobert had to start 11 blocks for the week. Zaza Pachulia he's brought in. So, I mean, you can't do much more. I mean, Morris comes in and he's doing okay.
They're okay. Like, Morris is a good player, but I like Conley better.
Yeah. I mean, look at Morris and Pierce has done alright. 6 threes, 81% free throw, 5 steals.
Do you think Webster coming back at all hurts Pierce?
Possibly, but...
Like, do they go, Pierce, back to back?
Rotations and trades and injuries happen all the time.
39 years old, we'll rest you for a couple of games. And
we'll see. Anyway, let's talk about the winner. The winner had Kevin Love get a few good opportunities this week. Brook Lopez have got a lot of points, but not much else.
Yeah.
6 blocks, I guess, so it's a bit harsh. But...
Had 9 threes off Gerald Green.
Yeah, Gerald Green's good. Collison's continues to play above his value.
Kobe Bryant might miss back-to-back sets now, I've read.
Yeah. Kobe Bryant.
Which was the fear of many that he'd miss some games this season.
All the older players are going to be in that conversation. But by the looks of it, Toby had this wrapped up.
And he even had a really average week from Derrick Rose as well.
Yeah. We'll go next matchup, man. Keep it rolling.
That's it, we're done.
So, we're going to go into... we normally go into standings first? Is that correct? Or at the end?
We'll do that at the end.
We're going to go into waiver wire of the week. Now, I've left this to you, Michael, and I just want to make sure you're comfortable with your decision, because I can obviously see it in front of me.
I'm very comfortable.
Because
there's been like 3 times where I've had a chance to name one of my players, and unfortunately I can't go with Cody Zeller, even though that was a superb pickup by myself. Was there anything else? I'm trying to think of any other notables that were picked up.
Well, I thought there was a few.
Who were they? Anyway, doesn't matter, because the person I've gone with...
Joel picked up Donald Sloan, but I think he got 1 game out.
1 game out of him, yeah.
And he had a really good game.
Nurkic.
Whiteside had 1 game.
Yeah, Nurkic. Got to go in. Ranked 17th on the week.
The Wild Bull.
In 23 minutes and 40 seconds, averaged 50% field goal, 75% foul shots
75.
at 4 attempts.
4.
12.3 points, 9.3 rebounds, 1 assist, 1.3 steals, and 3.3 blocks.
1 turnover. Doesn't start. Mozgov, you play 30. I'll come on and just shake things up. Noah's blocked Mozgov 9 times. Don't worry, Nurkic will come on and have 5 blocks on Gasol.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, Gasol blocked Mozgov 9 times. Fuck.
So you'd be happy with that, and do you think that he'll be able to continue to produce like Jack?
I don't know.
Like Jack, because you had another good week out of Jack.
I really like Nurkic's. From what I watched 3 games of him this week. 3 games I had him, and I'm really excited about what he has to offer. I think Mozgov, getting blocked by Gasol 9 times, I think was the straw that broke the camel's back. He'll probably get traded if not. It doesn't even matter. I mean, Nurkic is playing 23 minutes
and still doing what he's doing.
Yeah, so he's just a wild bull, man. He just doesn't give a fuck.
You just put him in and he just does what he needs to do.
He's doing stare-downs. He blocked Gasol. He's just staring down and shit. I'm just like, wow, you got some balls, kid.
It's like that bald guy that you used to have playing for the Titans on a Monday night.
For us?
Yeah, for your Monday night team.
Fucking who? Bald guy.
Yeah. Remember the bald guy? Tats?
Fucking the Kiwi.
Yeah.
What's his name?
I don't know. You're the one that played with him.
Yeah. Fucking Husky, whatever his name. Change it. Trade of the week.
Trade of the week, or are we just doing trades, or the trades that happen and talk about them?
Let's do trades. Let's do the trades. Do you have them?
I can get them up. Hold on. Let's just. Jeez,
Now, how many trades of the week were there? There was 3.
Hold on. I just got to find what I'm looking for.
Just go
transactions.
Down. Yeah. That's it.
Trades.
All right, we'll start from.
Where should we go?
Probably start from the first ones.
Should we talk about the ones that happened last week?
Oh, there's a lot, man. Maybe just do this week. There's actually a fair.
Well,
few.
we already talked about.
Let's talk about this week's ones on the last 7 days. So from the 30th or 31st. So let's go with Jeff Teague, Josh Smith for Monte Ellis and Ryan Anderson. So Death and Taxes and Basketball had a transaction there. Pick a side and why.
I reckon Luke got the better end of the deal just because Josh Smith's the pig. Not saying that Jeff Teague isn't a fantastic pickup, but how I see it is Jeff Teague and Monte Ellis guard stats, but then Ryan Anderson poos all over.
I'm with you. I reckon I like Luke's trade, the better side of it, just because of Josh Smith. I think Jeff Teague's going to really help Nick.
Yeah.
But, I mean, the first game, the matchup of the day, I'm playing Luke, and I was very confident that I could almost pinch turnovers, and it would have made free throw much more comfortable if he kept rolling out Josh Smith.
Yeah.
He hurt your team too much.
Yeah.
Their categories, that I wasn't expecting to take off Luke with the players he had missing and how well he played, and I'm with that one. Next trade. Oh, you cover this one. I'm in this.
You are in this. So we had Isaiah Thomas, Joakim Noah, and MCW for Enes Kanter, Channing Frye, and Dwayne Wade, your boy.
It was very tough moving my boy. I'd almost try and move it, maybe not a better player currently, but a better valued player if he wasn't injured. I'd try and almost move a better piece than move Wade.
Yeah.
Such is how much I like Wade. But, I mean, Willow came to the table with some depth there.
3 starters.
I mean, at the time, all 3 of them were in poorish form or below their expected form. And
MCW does hurt certain cats.
He does.
But cats that don't hurt your team.
Well,
because they're already...
MCW hurts a lot of areas, so he's always going to hurt me somewhere. But he wasn't going to hurt me, let's be obvious, I'm the worst team in field goal in the league. So he wasn't going to hurt me there. So put that aside. I'm only dealing with a few other areas there after that. So I was happy to take on MCW for now because of that. I'm the worst field goal team in the league. Okay.
Yeah.
By a considerable margin, I would say now, taking on Williams.
So with Isaiah, what were your hope? Do you like what he's doing now, or do you hope that Dragic and Bledsoe, one of them, get an injury and he...
I like what he's doing. I like what he's doing now, and he has upside.
Yeah.
So I'm not expecting him to be one of my 5 best players. Yeah. But he has upside to potentially play a larger role if Bledsoe or Dragic goes down. Noah probably, for anyone looking to make trades, doesn't really need to be on my team. Don't really need him. So, but he's a good piece that could get better as the season goes on. If
he does have a chance to miss games and stuff like that.
He does, but just on the same flip side, Gasol does as well, and Derrick Rose does as well. So, I mean, his value could go in many directions.
Yeah.
With his ability, I'll take his upside. So.
Yeah, cool.
Wade's a very good player, and Kanter has been very serviceable, but unfortunately rolled his ankle.
Oh, he did.
So I've done it to a few people where I've traded a player and then some random injury happens and it hasn't happened. Having said that, MCW hurt his shoulder and missed the game as well. So let's keep it even.
The next one?
Yeah. Wesley Matthews, Willow's been pretty active this week.
Yes.
Wesley Matthews,
giving away 7 starters.
Horford and Kevin Martin and Cody Aldrich from Nelson's team has been traded to Willow's team, and Willow's given Calderon, LeBron James, Sullinger, and Lou Williams. So pretty much Nelson's tried to acquire LeBron by the looks of it, and not too worried about those other pieces. Willow has got Wesley Matthews, who has been a pretty good player.
Yeah.
Al Horford hasn't played to his ability, but he's still a pretty good player and a very high valued player.
But do you, at this time of the season, the last
how far
few
off
seasons, how far off is Horford from pulling a muscle off the bone like he normally does?
Well, he's injured there, but is he playing? Or what's he doing?
Click on him.
Will be active illness. So he's just sick. He's all right. He's 14, 6 and 2. How far off is Kevin Martin?
I think I heard Willow say a week.
Good. Yeah, so hopefully he's not far off for Willow. And then Cole Aldrich is, I reckon he's going to give him good value for where he's picked. Now, look, Lou Williams is probably going to...
He's the only player that's him and Hardaway on Nick's team at the moment.
Lou Williams is going to probably be a little bit less inconsistent on the pending return of DeRozan. Okay. Calderon with... where is he? Is he in New York still?
Yeah, he's in New York.
Reggie Jackson's coming across.
So what does that mean?
It's going to hurt him. Sullinger's an inconsistent potential upside big, so he has his bad weeks. Now LeBron James, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with this guy.
2 weeks. Another 2 weeks.
I reckon LeBron James is he's in La La Land at the moment. He doesn't know where he is.
Do you reckon he regrets going back?
I honestly think that his agents, who are his friends, he employs his friends as his agents, have been in his head about how much of a better prospecting deal going back to Cleveland and how convenient it is for everyone and
probably gets him
everyone around him.
Got him more money as well, going back.
He's jumped the gun. With LeBron, he's jumped the gun. He should have gone back in 2016 and tried to pull, I don't know, Durant might not have got him, but tried to use that free agency period. There's a lot of free agents in 2016. He's got his player option that he can opt out this year anyway, which makes this deal and this move to Cleveland a little bit pointless in my mind. I mean, I will admit it was like the Bermuda Triangle in that last transfer window. For some reason, Miami's whole list looked terrible, and it just
only had 2 people signed.
It just didn't look appealing. Now, in hindsight, if we had Whiteside, who's come along, this guy's fucking good for a D-League call-up.
Yeah.
This guy's fucking good. Give us Gasol instead of Deng, and look at what Gasol's done in Chicago, and then call it a day. We'll have LeBron back. Well, fuck, we'd be cruising right now.
And
now, at the time,
they weren't too far off winning the championship last season.
Well, the air conditioner went out, and LeBron subbed out of the game, and we lost game 2 or game 1, whatever game we lost, and that was it. We didn't snatch one away. That was it. We were done.
Yeah, but that's not to say that if they came back for another go, that they wouldn't have been. And Wade looks a lot more healthier than what he did last season.
It's survival of the fittest as well. Spurs are going to die before Miami die. Spurs are older than Miami. They'll die before Miami would have died. So, but I mean, what I'm saying is LeBron should have stayed 2 more years. 2 more years, or done at least his player option 2-year deal, which he's done in Cleveland, and opted out this year. Again, he would have been able to make the same decision again and go this year if things went sour. He should have given it one more crack and seen. He didn't believe in Gasol, he didn't believe in Wade, and he's pissed off that we amnestied Mike Miller. But that all pales in comparison to what is going on and what I've seen in Cleveland, because what I've seen in Cleveland
They're a rabble.
Is an absolute...
Now, does J.R. Smith and Shumpert change things?
Last year, Deng had to go
to Cleveland.
Now, look at this. I'm going a bit on the side topic.
No, that's all right. This is what it's all about.
Last year, Deng had to go see a psychiatrist and had depression because when he was removed from Chicago's winning formula and team locker room, he went to Cleveland. And what he experienced and was a part of in Cleveland mentally broke him. He was broken. This is a blue chip worker whose work rate was broken. He was done. They were like, fuck. Went to free agency. There was no kind of like, oh, we'll re-sign you or this. It was just, see you later. I've done my time. I'm gone. I'm out of prison. Their locker room in Cleveland is chaos. Bringing J.R. Smith for waiters is a straight swap. Why is it going to be better? What's going to be better?
And JR's not the most, what's the word I'm looking for? He's not the most settled guy in terms of his personality.
Straight swap. You got a guy that wants to shoot a lot, trade it out for a guy who shoots a lot. So Dion is just, give me the ball so I can shoot it. And JR's like, look, I'm getting the ball, and when I get it, I'm shooting it. So,
but they got Shumpur in the deal as well. So does he play small forward?
Oh, what
You bump Kevin Love at centre and play LeBron at power forward?
Kevin Love at centre. Oh, I'm leaving Miami because his knee is done, and you've got Wade Duncan on Kevin Love, the best rebounder in the league. Fuck. We better change topic, man. We'll review it. We'll review it at the end of the year, and we'll see if they're 2010 Miami.
We've got the ranks, guys. For the last week, Durant, love and life. Love and life. 2
games against me, he almost killed me. 5 threes, 39 points, 9 rebounds, 4.5 assists, 1 block, 61% field goal, 94% free throw. That'll get you number 1, no matter how many games you got.
Does Josh trade Sean Curry and get 2 or 3 players for him and try to get himself up that ladder? Or does he just have an elite player on his team that isn't helping him win? Because every week we see Curry like top 2, top 3, top 4.
He can't win.
Lucky there's no relegation.
I don't know what to say. I mean, you're on the ship. The ship's sinking.
56%.
Do you deploy the life raft? Do you save the passengers? Do you try and conserve? Do you shoot the flare? Nothing's happened. The ship's just. So I don't know, mate. I think the ship's going one way, and that's down. And
all he has to do is just rotate his players and see what happens.
Just let it be, mate.
Draymond Green.
Yeah, great pick.
Yeah, great pick. 2.5 blocks, 3 steals, 8 assists, 10 rebounds, 13 points.
Done everything.
Shooting threes. Just brilliant. Pau Gasol was 4.
Yeah, 9 blocks boosted him right this week. 19 points, 9.5 rebounds, 4 assists, 4.5 block average, 91% free throws. What could have been if Miami's plan had worked and we had got him and LeBron.
That would have been pretty juicy. Harden, which we've already covered
Very
his
good
stats.
player.
Yeah. Maurice Spates, 6th, ahead of Anthony Davis.
24.5 points will do that, and a 2 block average. So he's scored the ball well
And
shot it well.
0.5 turnovers.
Yeah.
Davis, we already covered his stats.
Yeah. Quite a week for him, just 7th.
Yeah. He has a 3-game week this week.
Teague's done well for Nick, coming straight in and giving him 9th. So let's recognise the best player of the trade that was just made as well.
Yeah. And that pairs with Bledsoe and Teague.
Yeah.
You'd be happy with that.
Chris Paul snuck in on 10th off. He had a 5-point game as well, Michael. So he took out a lot of frustration against Philly. Really went to town on them.
Yeah.
And got a massive stat sheet there to help.
And I thought Millsap was in the top 10, but he was
just out, 11.
Just out.
All right, comment of the week. I think we're up to
Yeah.
as we wind down the show.
So there was a post that I wrote about the trade with Willow. Jesus Wade injury risk and 2 waiver players for 3 solid players. Sean has to be front runner for Trader of the Year.
Trader of the Year.
Just getting it done. A few posts went down, and then Nick Barnshaw just comes up with a perler. You'd throw a parade for Sean if he took a shit in a boot, mate.
You would throw a parade.
I kind of would. Like,
to get on the Curry Spice, you had to pay a lot. So, nah.
Anyway, that's a good comment, Nick. And boys, keep trying to send some funny stuff out there, because if you do it and people like it, you'll probably end up on this show. So going up to next week matchup.
Yeah, we missed them last week.
We had to do a little cut in,
split in there. So what we'll do is a little bit of the standings. A look at the standings first, and that has Nelson on top.
Crucial week.
3 games ahead of Joel now. He's got a little bit of a stranglehold on that top position now. He's saying, just get off. this
And
mine
Joel
this week.
might have a few problems with a few players.
We'll see. You hang on to third despite a one category loss. One category losses this year haven't hurt teams that much. If you can get 4 categories, it's still.
Yeah. And I play Nelson this week.
Toby's hanging around at fourth, and equal with Gavin at 5th. And
pretty much the top 5 has been just sort of, other than Nelson's, sort of been just shuffling around there.
And myself in 6th gives myself half a game lead over Nick at 7th. So I've got just a breath of breathing space there to work with after a 5-3 draw.
And you've got Gav, so he's
We'll
right above you.
We'll talk about that in a second.
Yep.
Willow, after a nice win, is 8th. And 8th, 9th and 10th are equal. 5 games away from Nick. 5.5 games away from myself. But those 3 are kind of like they're in a little bit of a pack there. And then you've got Downing, and then more down is Josh, Frankenbeans. 25.5 games off the pace.
And the only way he can climb is having 8-1s, but
He has played better the last few
Looking
weeks,
at his team,
but he
he's
lost 3-6 on the weekend,
yeah,
so...
he's not going to get 8-1s too much,
Yeah, no.
if at all.
We're going to have a look at the matchups. Now, the matchups this week, I've got, Michael, 3 matchups of the week, where we've never had that before. Normally it's 1.
Can't we just pick? Why
I can't. I couldn't
Why are we
do it.
sitting on the fence?
I'm sitting on the fence because the top 6 play each other, and everything's close.
But surely third and first is, you know.
I think in normal cases it would be, but I think in this is the first week where everybody is having a shootout in the top 6, meaning that there should be, barring obviously draws, which can happen, there should be 3 losers, and every time, and these losers will be directly helping the winner. Which means there's going to be your equivalent in footy, your 2-goal turnarounds.
Yeah.
So it's a big week. You wouldn't want to lose 6-3 this week.
No, you wouldn't.
So I just think all these matchups are pretty important. I think with Nelson's 3 category lead off Joel, 7.5 category lead off you, even if you beat him, the ladder position's not going to change.
No.
So, but having said that, first versus third still makes it a very important matchup. Normally matchup of the week, regardless. But in this, as I just said, I think 3 matchups. So we'll go through the first one: Keyboard Warrior versus Brow Boys.
I've got 4-game week from Wall, a 4-game week from Lillard, a 4-game week from Jimmy Buckets, or should I say Jimmy Jordan.
What does Nelson have?
He has a 2-game week from Bosch,
Yeah.
3 games from Anthony Davis.
I'm going to go with you, Michael.
Well, Wader's out. It's hurt me today with that fucking real.
I think he's
MJ
going to
trade.
hold LeBron. Who else is he holding? Is he holding anyone else? Horford? No, moved to Horford.
He moved to Horford.
Better keep this moving as well, man.
James.
Yeah.
Just
go
James.
All right, I'm going to go with you. Next matchup. That'll be a big matchup, but I'm going to go with you because I just feel like there's going to be a fiery matchup, and you want to win this one. And Nelson's going to want to win as well, actually. So I'm a bit worried about.
I've already made 2 ads already.
You've already made 2 ads already. I'll stick with my pick. Joel plays Toby. I'm going to go Joel. Joel because I don't know. I feel like Toby's teetering.
Yeah.
He's got a good team, but I feel like he's got a good team, but I just feel like
What
it's
about
overdue.
Jerome missing games?
Yeah, it'll hurt, but Joel's got Draymond Green.
Unfortunately, I'm going to go with Joel as well.
I'm going with Joel.
Yeah.
Death and Taxes versus Josh. Death and Taxes.
This will be an interesting one. Has
Death
an
and
opportunity
Taxes will have Durant for more than 2 games this week, so I think that's bad news for Josh.
Leonard is out though today.
Leonard's been out for forever.
Yeah.
He's used to that. Monsters Inc. versus myself, Mac Daddy Records. 5th versus 6th.
This is probably crucial for playoffs, so I understand why. More multiple games of the week. What do you
Gavin's
reckon?
lost 2 games in a row. He's not happy. 3 games would be. He's done. I don't think he's lost 3 games in a row. But then, having said that, Joel hadn't lost 2 games in a row when I played him as
him
well.
either, and he nearly lost 3.
Kind of.
Oh, he was.
Josh
Yeah.
fell away
Anyway.
in the last 2 days. You got to pick someone.
I'm gonna go Gav.
I'm really excited for this matchup. I'm really excited.
Been all year. And you're
I reckon
waiting for
I've with the Wild Bull edition. I'm looking forward to it, Gavin. I'm looking forward to it. I reckon I can win this.
it. And you gave away a 2-game week from Wade.
I reckon I can win this, man. Pretty happy.
7th versus 9th. Next matchup.
I'll go with Nick.
I'm going Nick.
Go with Nick for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, Benno's team just hasn't performed this year. It's as simple as that.
And he keeps getting injured, like Burks.
I was a bit critical before of Stephen Adams, but I just think, you see me, what did I do? I dropped, who's a good player I dropped this week? Here, I'll tell you, Hardaway, okay?
Hardaway.
How many people are holding on to players that have bad weeks? There's no time. Before you know it, the year's over.
And you're out of the playoffs.
So, Hardaway had a concussion. He's a good player. You picked him up. Good luck. He got a concussion, missed a game. See you later.
No time.
Wild Bull come in. Bagani will come in and come out. But someone will come in and keep coming in until I find someone. And I've been pretty critical of Adams, but I don't reckon he does enough. No, 1 block for the week or 0 blocks for the week. See ya.
And that's what he's good at.
What are you in there for, mate? What are you in there? What, to steady my free throw because you're a good big free throw? Sorry, Ben, but I just don't like him for fantasy purposes. Downing versus Willow.
Willow needs to back up his win against me here.
Yeah, I'll go Willow. Yeah, let's go Willow.
Yeah. Even though he's lost 7 starters.
Downing's in a bit of a rut, but you got to hang in there, mate. And
is Irving missing more games now? I hear.
Oh yeah, he missed.
So,
Irving's fucking. Fuck, I don't like Cleveland. Irving just. Yeah, good player. Good.
But that's it.
Good player. You can be good, but when John Wall comes up and rapes you, or Chris Paul, or anyone else, Lillard.
Yeah.
No. All right, guys.
Is that it?
We're done. We made it.
Yeah.
Willis Nova's picked up by Michael. Wow, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, that will be interesting.
All done. We shall see you next week.
See you, boys.